Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Get your green gear 25% off, promo code Jericho1, all caps, and the number 1. So, I don't even know. Let me get into this Bidenist pervertist bullshit. Now, what I'm about to talk about, this isn't the first time that this idea has been floated. From what I could find last year, or I think 2019, was when this really became a thing. But this is going to be the first administration who is going to make it happen, bring it to life. 2 words. These are the two words on their own. No problem. Put together, some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Maternity flight suits. Yes, the United States Air Force is going to start having maternity flight suits. Now look, I have no problem with women in the military. I have no problem with pregnant women in the military. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure, my mom may or may not have been pregnant with me while she was still in the Army. Shout out to my mom. So that's not where I have a problem. I do have a problem with women in combat. Now, there's a difference between women serving in a war zone and being thrust into a combat situation. Like an IED goes off, they're attacked. That's different. But I'm talking about training women to go into and fight in combat. I don't like that. Women in the military, pregnant women in the military, no problem. You want to serve? Go ahead, girl. Because when I was in the Navy, I had to leave from a 6-month deployment a little early because of a death in the family. So when I came back, I had to wait at the base until the ship came back from the deployment. It was like a few weeks or something like that. So while I was there, I had to work on base in the admin office. And who did I work with? A bunch of pregnant women. That's when the chin toe happened. Check out that video. Fucked up situation. Resulted in 10 stitches. I'll leave it at that. But I was there with a bunch of pregnant women. Women who were out in the fleet, got pregnant, and had to come back. My point is, if you get pregnant and you're a woman in the military, you got to come out of the mission. You got to fall back or about face, to the rear, whatever you want to call it. You're out of the fight if you get pregnant. You got to go back, be pregnant, have your baby, do all the things a new mother needs to do with her baby, and then you can come back. Also, they're going to be tailoring uniforms to fit women more, and they're going to be, what else are they going to do? Change the hair regulations. Why? Your hair is up or it's above your collar. What's the problem? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? These uniforms and regulations have been good enough for all these people before, but now uniforms need to be more form-fitting for women. What the fuck does that even mean? Uniforms are already different from men and women because men and women are built different. If you have a male soldier and a female soldier right next to each other, you can tell the uniform design is a little bit different for each person. They've already done that. Uniforms are already changed and modified as it is. Before I joined the Navy, they had those big ass bell bottoms, those dungarees, and the blue shirts, the denim shirts. When I was in, they had the navy blue coveralls. Great if it's cold, sucks if you're in the Persian Gulf, where I was during their summer. The fatigues change, and uniforms are always changing. But the difference is uniforms change to better accomplish the mission. They don't change because, well, they want it to fit better and look better or whatever reason they're doing this. Uniforms change to keep you safer so you can continue your mission and complete it as best as you possibly can and in the shortest amount of time. That's why uniforms change. Whatever it may be, the color, the camouflage, functionality, whatever, it's changed to better execute the mission. That's it. That's what the military is for. People change for the military. The military does not change for people. It's like when I worked at the radio station and people wonder, why can't you just put in whatever songs you want? It sounds disjointed. There's no flow. It would sound different for every single DJ. There's a flow to it. Certain times you play certain songs, certain type of songs, certain amount of times per week. There's a formula to it. There's a formula to the military. You can't just start doing all this shit because you feel like it. There has to be a purpose. And it has to be a good purpose. I don't want some lady in her second trimester up there doing fucking barrel rolls. There's a reason there's been no maternity flight suits. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, under normal circumstances, without a human growing inside of you, do your thing. But pregnant women should not be up there flying planes. Now, there might be somebody out there, Jericho, I flew X amount of sorties, 9 months pregnant. Good for you. But this maternity flight... What? Get the fuck out of here. Why would you not want to fall back and do a different job until you are done with your pregnancy? Until you've recovered? Is there another military on the planet who does this shit? I don't know. If there is, send me a link to it. I'd love to see it, but I doubt it. I think that Biden sits there every morning with this cabinet and says, how can we make the world laugh even harder at us than they did yesterday? What kind of stupid shit is this? Maternity flight suits. We're going to change the uniforms to fit women better. Because the uniforms they've been wearing for the past hundreds of years, depending on what branch you're in, those aren't good enough. You're going to have Gucci design them or some stupid shit? Stop playing with the military. The military is a killing machine. That's why they have guns, missiles, bombs, lasers, and all other kinds of crazy shit that's too top secret for us lowly little civilians to know about. That's why they have the weapons. That's why they train. That's why they shoot at stuff. That's why they train with bayonets. They practice dropping ordnance because the military is there to do one thing, to fight. We don't give a shit. We're not here to do anything else. If you're pregnant, fall back, handle your business, come back when you're done. And they're already in the other branches, they're already maternity uniforms. But a flight, you're going to be up there flying missions with a baby? That shit is crazy. Stop it. But they won't. They can't. They're doing all this shit just to spite Trump. That's it. Look what's happening at the border. Everything was going fine. Once he gets in office, nope, undo it. But sir, this is nope, undo it. It's going to cause a surge. It doesn't matter. Undo it. Trump did it. We got to undo it. That's their slogan. If he did it, we're going to undo it. Never mind how it affects us. Never mind that it's at our detriment. We're suffering because they're not flooding into their neighborhoods. They're not starting fires and not putting them out and burning down hundreds or thousands of their acres. They don't give a shit. Not cutting their fence. Stupid shit. I said what? And there's I think I got a link I'll put in the description box. I'm pretty sure I have one where you can see these maternity flight suits. Anyway, like I've said it before, and I've seen people in the comments, Jericho, you should make a t-shirt out of this. I did. California will not be out stupid. Where are we this time? The Bay Area. San Francisco, the shitty city by the bay, needles and shit, California, San Fran shithole. All one and the same. Now what? San Francisco, okay, rewind. I did a video not too long ago about the surge in hate crimes against Asians. It's more centered in the Bay Area. There's some in LA. There's a gang of Asian people in those places. So, multiple ones. Asian attacks Bay Area. That's all you got to look up. One old man got pushed down. He hit his head. He died. There's footage of it. Getting robbed, pushing down some old lady, taking her purse. And before I go any further, I don't give a shit what color you are. You treat old people like that, you need to have layers of epidermis removed from your back. You need to be caned like that dumbass in Singapore in 1994. You are a piece of shit. You are judged on how you treat your elderly and your children. And animals, I would say. But elderly and children, those two groups of people are special. They are still innocent and haven't begun their lives, or they've lived their lives more than we have. And they should be treasured for the knowledge and wisdom that they possess. But you don't fuck with elderly and kids. If you do, you need to be punished on levels we've never seen in this country, and there should be a special little corner in hell just for you. So these assholes are harassing, robbing, and in one case, killing these Asian people, usually elderly, of course, easy targets. Like I said, they're pieces of shit, picking on the elderly. So one case in particular, this 20-year-old little bastard somewhere, this old Asian man comes through and collects cans. He got a big old shopping cart, big old bags tied on it, full of cans and bottles, or cans, whatever. But one thing I thought about the third or fourth time I watched this video is, how did this shit get uploaded? The little dumbass who recorded it uploaded it. Like, this has got to be making detective work at least a little bit easier, because these dumb little fuckers record everything and put it on Facebook or put it on Instagram. Because he recorded it. Nobody stole your phone and, upload this. You recorded it and uploaded it, you dumbass. So this 20-year-old little bastard records him and basically everybody in the video, and this other dude in particular, a 56-year-old man. What the fuck are you doing acting like this at 56 years old? It's wrong, but I would expect it more from the 20-year-old. But your damn near 60 ass is acting like this? Anyway, so this little dumbass is recording it, and the 56-year-old dude, and you hear the guy in the video, oh, get him, OG. OG. This who you're looking up to? This is what happens when the father isn't in the fucking home. These kids are looking up to OGs like this 56-year-old piece of shit stealing cans from an old man. So they steal the dude's cart. The old man's going to get it back. The 56-year-old dummy is swinging a broom at him and shit, and he's bigger than him, so he's like bowing up and running up on him, chasing him off. And the little fucker with the phone, oh, why are you crying? Oh, chong, chong, chong. All this shit, tormenting and torturing this old man. And there's a part in the video where the 56-year-old is chasing the old man, and everybody, the 10 people standing around, ow, 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 ow. Like, it sounded like a bunch of fucking howler monkeys in the jungle. Screaming and hollering like a bunch of animals. If there are a group of animals there, they would have sat there looking at those people like, look at these motherfuckers right here. Are you kidding me? But that's the difference. That's what I want people to know. There's black folks, and then there's niggas like this that treat people this way. Nobody jumped in to help the old man. No one said, hey, come on, man, leave him alone. Give him his cans. Nobody. 10 people out there, they all joined in. Oh, look, this, what do you say? And you hear the kid once, man, I fucking hate Asians. Oh, look at this nigga right here, nigga, nigga, nigga. That's another thing. That's how stupid these fools are. They created the word nigger to denigrate you, to put you down, to make you feel less than human. One of the worst words in the American language. And you dumbasses call each other that all the time. How stupid is that? We took it and turned it into a positive. Didn't sound positive in this fucking video. Didn't sound like any positivity coming from that dumbass who kept saying it. Oh, stupid ass shit. They made that word to put you down. And now you say it to each other. Man, that's a whole nother level of stupidity. But you see the old man starting to cry. Give me my cans. And they're teasing him, yelling at him, making fun of him, taking his shit. If his family came up in there and beat the shit out of all of you, you deserve it. That shit's fucked up. But I'm telling you that to tell you this. So they arrested or whatever, took the 56-year-old piece of shit. He's going to jail. Apparently he robbed the old man a couple months before. But the little 20-year-old bastard who's filming it, the San Francisco DA dropped the charges against him for restorative justice. What is restorative justice? Well, instead of doing punishment, jail time, that kind of thing, it's a chance for the victim and the perpetrator to sit down and talk. Maybe there'll be some type of, they can speak to each other. The victim can say how it felt to be a victim. The perpetrator can say why they did what they did. And maybe, they can work something out instead of going to jail. They can get together and talk. Dialogue is always a good thing. Talking is always a good thing. Learning about somebody, learning about the other side of an issue is always a good thing. But in this case, hell no. You're 21, you're 20 years old. You know better than that. You know better than to treat people like that. You're a piece of shit. You need to be punished. Now, if you're a teenager, you're a kid, and you did something, then we can talk about some restorative justice. Maybe you shouldn't be thrown into the system. Maybe there's something else we can do to save you from prison, save you from a life of crime or getting killed too early. Maybe, because you're a child. You're 20 years old. Sorry. Let me see. Yep, fresh out of sympathy. I don't give a shit. You tortured that old man. You scared him. You made him feel unsafe. Why? For coming to clean up your fucking projects? For picking up cans? Trying to make some money? You little bastard should have been out there picking up those cans. That old man should have walked right by your projects because it was already clean, because you took pride in your surroundings. That old man should have never been there. That's probably a place where that old man got the most cans. That old man should have never been there because your shit should have already been clean because you take pride in it. This is what happens when you don't have parents in the home. I don't want to hear no other bullshit. When you got parents in the home, and before I go into that, I'm not saying that having two parents in the home is a guarantee that you're going to be successful in life. It's your best shot. But Jericho, my dad was a piece of shit. I know. But in most cases, that's not the case. The dad's not an abusive piece of shit. And as strange as it sounds, even though that happened with two parents in the house, that's your best shot in life. You have stability. You have security. You have consistency. Somebody's working. Or even if they're both working, there comes a point in the day where they're both home. You can come home, dinner, help with your homework, your family. You don't go wandering in the streets for an OG like this 56-year-old dumbass because you got a role model at home. You got somebody at home showing you how to treat a woman, how to work, how to provide. You got somebody at home keeping you safe. You don't need these gangbangers for that shit. You don't need the streets because you got it at home. What did Denzel say? By the time the system is involved, it's too late. This old man, the fucking trauma this old man had to go through is the result of not having two parent homes. 85% of the perpetrators of robbery and violent crimes on Asians is black folks. Let's see. The highest number of out-of-wedlock births, the highest number of people committing crimes in these situations. How does that work? Single-parent homes, life of crime. Those are your chances. But Jericho, I was raised in a single-parent home in the ghetto. Look at me, I'm a doctor. Good for you. You are the exception, not the rule, unfortunately. But little bastards like this and OGs like that is what happens when you have a breakdown in the family. Fix the family, you fix everything else. And it is that simple. It starts at home. By the time the police and the system gets there, that's it, player. Go ahead and get this kid a jumpsuit and a number, because that's what he's going to have, unless he gets murdered first. So before you lay down and let somebody go, yeah, or before you lay down on top of somebody and go, yeah, make sure you're ready to take care of what comes after. If not, then don't do that. Or if you do, you can adopt them. Contrary to popular belief, there are more people that want to adopt than kids that need to be adopted. You'll see, I got a link to that in the description box. Watch it if you can. It's fucking terrible. That old man was just collecting cans and he got fucking harassed, tortured. I hope they can get some kidnapping in there, because you were impeding him from going on about his business. You took his property. Swinging shit at him, thinking he's going to get hurt. Calling him names. Racial epithets. Where's the NAACP now? National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. That old man was colored. Where's his help? Where's Al Sharptongue? Where are they for this man? He's colored. He's a POC. But I guess the other POC had more C than this POC. Is that how it works? Is that why nobody gives a shit? You'll see. Check out the video. Everybody in that video, except that old man, needs their ass whipped. They need to be caned from the back of their neck to their heels. They need skin stripped from them. That shit was awful. It was hard to watch, and it's fucked up. But hey, can't say nothing to your, well, you know the word. But let me get home with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.